Tuttle Concrete, Jacob Tuttle. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Jacob, welcome.
Thank you.
What's happening in the world of concrete?
Oh, so much. We have been extremely busy this year with driveways and patios and new construction when it comes to foundations for additions and basement floors, and you name it, we do it. If it's concrete related, it never hurts to give us a call and find out what we are capable of.
I was going to ask you, with this the spotty weather we've had, have you been able to jump back out and do a couple jobs, or is it one of those where the weather's just too iffy?
Yeah, so we dedicated this winter to kind of making some huge improvements on efficiency and organization of the company. And things like that, and so we've done things really well in the past, but we want to continue to get better every year. So it was kind of a huge surprise of the way December went weather-wise, so we were able to jump out and get a couple of things accomplished we didn't think we'd be able to, but we've really been getting a lot of phone calls, more than in the past. You know, as you can see, some of the work we've done, people just really appreciate what we've been able to do for them, remodeling.
Concrete is gorgeous.
Yeah, very gorgeous. You know, just kind of puts an exclamation point on the whole house. So.
Nothing makes a man more proud than when he's got a finished concrete driveway. Am I wrong?
That's true.
There's so many good things about it, and a lot of people, they think that they want to get a new driveway because it's going to look great, and that is 100% true. But the fact of the matter is, it helps with a lot of the maintenance too. When you're trying to shovel snow or clean up your driveway and things like that, it's hard when you have gravel, asphalt. You know, we're not big fans of asphalt in the concrete industry, so.
Imagine that.
But it's really nice for being able to power wash and clean up and snow plow and all those types of things too.
How did you get started in concrete?
My grandfather, Ralph Montgomery, I don't even know how many years ago now, started in the concrete industry. He worked in concrete. He drove a concrete mixer for 35 years, and everybody in our family that needed a driveway, all of our friends that needed a driveway or anything done concrete-wise, he was the one to do it on the side. And so I remember wearing concrete boots coming up to my thighs when I was 5 years old, walking around in concrete. And then I ended up getting into driving myself. So I drove a ready-mix truck for Doane Concrete here in Jackson, and did that for 4 years. And owning a business was something I always wanted to do. And I thought, you know what? I've learned a lot about concrete over the years, so just kind of jumped into it.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a great success story. And you're from Jackson originally, too?
From Jackson, yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
So if people are thinking about spring projects, is it too early to call you and get a plan?
No, we're because of the work we do, because of all the referrals we get, we're actually booking up pretty quickly now.
Okay.
And so I always say it's a very good time to call and have us come out and look at it, especially right now when we're in winter and there's no snow on the ground.
Yeah.
It's a good idea for us to come take a look and get something on the books, because as of right now, we're already looking at June, July before we can get something done.
I see a lot of videos online of maybe it's a businessman walking through fresh concrete, or a bicycle riding through, or a mail. Is that any of that ever happened to you?
We've had certain things like dogs running through it. We had a customer who had their dog run through it. I just happened to be driving by that night, saw the dog prints, so I jumped out of my truck and grabbed some tools and tried to help them get it back to normal.
Oh, nice.
They thought it was pretty hilarious. They still have dog prints in their driveway, and but you know, that's the kind of thing we have to worry about and deal with. Make sure everything's cautioned off really good, and because there's not really much you can do at a certain point. So.
Well, I think people are definitely thinking about patios this time of the year too. Like we want to get outside and soak up some sun, some lakeside patios or backyard patios for gatherings. What is your favorite project for spring?
I would say stamped, colored, decorative patios are one of our favorites, because you get to do something like that, and especially when you can come back like the next year and take a look at it when the grass is all grown back in and people get their landscaping done. There's nothing that looks better than a stamped concrete patio. And then, you know, even versus pavers, I've seen some paver projects that look pretty nice, but with the stamped concrete, there's virtually no maintenance.
No weeds.
So no weeds growing up through,
They're
no
my nemesis.
worrying about stuff getting off. So it's been very popular. But yeah, that's one of our favorite things to do. Driveways are also some of our favorite things to do because, you know, my wife gets kind of sick of it after a while, but we drive through town and, oh yeah, I did that driveway and we did that driveway and,
That's awesome.
and all that kind of stuff. But it's nice to drive by and see. And then running into people at, you know, the Jackson Crossing or different places and having them say, we still love what you did for us and we're just glad you could do it. And that's the kind of thing that really is one of the best parts about the job.
And people support you, and then you turn around and support your community. You guys
Correct.
sponsor local sports teams
Yep.
and give back.
Yep, we like to do, you know, we do Little League teams. We like to do some golf outings. Anything, you know, if it's kid related or if it's something we can do to support our community. I was born here, raised here, spent my whole life here. And I just really care about our community, so I like to give back when I can.
Yeah,
Nice.
very cool.
So.
Now, concrete or stamped concrete, it's not a job that someone is going to probably do every single year. So there's probably a lot of questions. You've
Right.
got tons of examples and can answer
Yeah.
any question.
Yep, that happens all the time. A lot of people don't really realize what goes into doing concrete, how long it should last for, and they also just don't really know exactly what they want. So I can come out, we can talk about things, I can draw up some sketches, and we can get the person exactly what they want and get them all the answers that they need.
Very
So.
cool. You ever seen anyone try and do like a driveway or walk by themselves with those big bags from?
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
not a smart idea. You're
I've
gonna
had a
get
guy
injured.
tell me that he was going to do his pole barn and he started
mixed
it
bags.
and got about not even a quarter way done and said it was just too much work.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize how many bags it takes to do a project like
Yeah.
that. But
When if you're going to do it right.
For
Right.
sure.
And
Yep.
call Tuttle's.
Yeah.
yep.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being with us
Yeah,
today,
I appreciate
Jacob.
it. Thank you so much.
The owner of Tuttle Concrete with us on the morning show, Jacob Tuttle. We'll be right back. More of the show after this quick break.